we're back. Cool. So as you can see, I pulled the figures all out. I will push them off to the side because I don't know exactly which ones we need yet. I'm going to move that over there. We're going to set that up there. And that should be pretty much all I need, right?
Yep, and your poker chips and your dice.
Got the poker chips. We got the dice right there. Oh, that was a good roll too. Dang.
It's okay.
I shouldn't have wasted it. The rules. Did you guys have access to the rule book?
We're good.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay, because there's
Yep.
nothing significantly different in this than base Heroclix, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm going to throw the rule book on the floor and trust that you know what you're doing. And we are going to be playing Scenario A, Cafe Clash. The Watcher and Doctor Strange Supreme have both detected Infinity Stones in the multiverse. Using their talents, they discover that the first such stone is manifesting near a cafe on Earth. Of course it is. They each dispatch a team to investigate. So the map, tile 1A. Got it. The Watcher player uses Party Thor, Captain Carter, and Hydra Stomper. So you still can't see. Oh, let's get the action cam in so you can see the size difference there.
Yeah, he really should be giant.
The Doctor Strange Supremes player uses T'Challa, post-apocalyptic Black Widow, and zombie Captain America.
I think they stayed away from designating any characters as giant just to keep the game streamlined.
Probably.
Miniatures game. Yeah, they didn't want to confuse new players too much.
Okay, so that's the setup. How to win. KO 2 opposing characters or KO 1 opposing character and get another click to 5.
That's pretty exacting to try to get someone to 5. But I guess that could be done.
KO 1. Oh, so okay, KO 1. Okay, cool. If the Watchers team wins, proceed to Scenario B. The losing player gains the reset token to be used during the next scenario. If Doctor Strange Supreme's team wins, proceed to Scenario B. The losing player... Okay, you were kind of talking about the reset tokens.
Yeah, so that's a little different. Typically, there's a different scenario you go to depending on who wins. So this is different because of these reset tokens, which I'm not familiar with. But since we're just playing the first version, we're good.
The reset token says, at the beginning of your turn, place this token in the same square as a friendly character. Remove any action assigned to that character and remove this token from the game.
Oh, cool. So it basically lets them take additional actions.
Oh, so it gives the other player a little bit of an advantage because they sucked in the other game.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
I don't think we need anything
Matt,
else here. Yes.
Are there any pink lines on this tile?
Looks
pink or purple?
Okay, hang on. Let's get off here. We've got... Yes.
If you look at A1 and H1, looks like those are pinked out. So I think those might be the starting areas.
Yes, the starting areas are... Oh, hang on. I'm right... The action cam is right over top of them there.
So
So this is the starting areas. So I've got to put them on their green clicks. So let's... Oh, those are nice and easy to turn. Cool. Oh, that's red. I'm not allowed to use red.
I'm glad you can see that, Rob, because for me, I can't. Maybe I should talk to an optician or something.
So, Jocelyn, I wanted to also ask your opinion of this map. We see at, I think it's going to be grid number B6 and G6. Those are hindering squares, right?
Yeah, I would say those are hindering squares.
So where it shows the art of the table, I guess that's a bar.
Yes.
There's a brown line around it. So, Jocelyn, do you think is that blocking terrain?
Yeah, that's blocking terrain.
Okay.
So
I get it.
You can't go through the bar. You got to walk around it.
Yeah,
that's right.
So.
Oh, I guess there's a whole thing to picking which side you want, right? Isn't that a rule?
Yeah. So typically, the first thing you would do is we would each roll dice to determine who rolls higher. Now, the other thing that we didn't talk about is theme. Should we talk about theme, Rob, or should we just ignore theme?
I don't know if there is theme in this set, is there?
They don't mention theme at all.
Yeah, I don't think we do theme and probability controls.
I was just wondering if it would happen.
I'm looking at the cards. Yeah, well, The one team has soldier in common, the soldier keywords, so that would be a theme.
They are. Soldier.
Yeah, I think we should. I
Actually,
mean,
they both have soldier.
Matt's a board gamer.
Yeah,
Let's use theme.
They both have soldier.
However, the other team does not have theme across their cards. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
they do. They both do.
Oh.
Because I'm looking at these little words under the cards, right?
Yeah, the soldier, spy,
yeah,
etc.
So Black Widow's a soldier, Captain
Yes,
America's a soldier, T'Challa's a soldier, Hydra Stomper's a soldier.
Yeah,
Captain Carter, Party Thor is a soldier. So I think they all get it.
Yeah, we can do theme.
Okay,
Let's
so
do theme.
explain theme then.
Yeah, so if all of the character cards on your team, on your starting force, share a keyword, that means that you have a theme team. And when you have a theme team, what that does is it does two things. It gives you an increase on your initiative roll, up to a maximum of +3 over your opponent. In this case, that won't matter because we're both playing 3 character teams. But the second thing it does is it gives you 3 instances of probability control. It's called theme team probability control. So any of your characters can use it, even if they don't have the probability control ability, so that you can re-roll either a friendly character's attack roll or an opposing character's attack roll. But you only get to use it 3 times.
Okay. So do I need to track that somehow?
Yeah. Do you have a couple of extra D6s, Matt?
I have some D6s. Let's. So I got to do 3, right?
Yeah. So, well, you just need 1 for each of us, and then put them on the 3 side.
Yeah. So we're gonna use the Golden Girls.
Excellent.
Dice. So we'll put those over here. I'll put them on the appropriate spots. Oh, I guess yeah. There's good. Okay. So first we got to decide. So the way we're going to do this Heroclix is a 2-player game, so obviously 3 people is not going to work. So one of these poor people is going to be stuck with me, who's probably going to make terrible decisions, as Ronathan is well aware of. So we decided to randomly roll the dice, and whoever wins the roll is going to get stuck with me, or loses the roll gets stuck with me.
Let's do odds and evens.
Yeah, I know, but okay, odds and evens. Who wants to be odd? Who wants to be even?
I will be evens, and Rob can be odds.
Okay, so we are doing 3 odds. That's Rob. Was that Rob? Okay, Rob, you are unfortunately stuck with me. I apologize in advance for everything I'm going to try to do.
Oh, no worries.
Since you got the, I think it's only fair, since you're stuck with me, that we should pick which side we want to be.
Well, this map's symmetrical, so it doesn't matter to me. So
which characters do you want? Do you want?
Yeah, which team do you want to play?
Side. Oh, I see. Well, what looks more fun to you, Matt? You pick.
Well, I feel bad for poor Blank Thor, so I feel like we should support him.
Okay, let's go with Party Thor.
Goes to Party Thor. Okay.
Party down, Party Thor.
Party Thor is our team. So I think that's Team Watcher. Yeah, that's Team Watcher. Okay,
yeah.
So you are Team Supreme.
So I've got T'Challa, Black Widow, and Zombie Captain America. All right.
And then symmetrical, like you said, it probably doesn't matter left or right, right? Or do you have a preference?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, these guys are on this side. These guys are on that side. We got the probs. Got the Blanches on there. And I don't need their cards because they don't matter to me, right? I'll keep those cards there.
Cards. Yeah.
Oh, I just took the other team off. I've just got I got Captain Carter, Thor, and the Hydra Stomper here.
Okay.
Okay, so... Oh, and then I guess you got to roll to see who goes first, right? Is it a single die?
2 dice.
2 dice. Okay, so I will roll for us first, and we got 8.
Okay.
And Jocelyn got 7. There's a little bump.
Okay, so you guys are going first.
Okay. Okay, so obviously, from what I'm understanding what you guys said, well, let's bring the action cam in. I'm not as good as TJ here. I gotta figure out how he does his. I really like it.
You're doing excellently.
So obviously, as you mentioned, it's got this brown line around the bar here. So we cannot walk through the bar or over the bar. Yes. We can only walk through these nice little door areas or walk the long way around. Even
Yep.
though we're
I,
superheroes and like the action shot of them jumping over the bar would be amazing.
I mean, you could destroy the blocking terrain.
Oh, is that an option?
Yes, that's why you have hindering tokens in your box.
Oh, so I can smash stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Ronathan loves exactly. There it is. Chop the bar walls down. Ronathan knows how I play.
So you
Now,
can take a close destroy action if a character's damage value is 3 or more. You can destroy an adjacent piece of blocking terrain,
Yeah.
and it would make it hindering terrain instead. So you would
Sorry.
drop those little green and white tokens on top of the square
Okay.
you destroyed.
There's a question from the chat. Is this how people usually play clicks online? One person says what they want to do in their turn, the other person kind of sets up and does everything. It sounds like the. I like that. We should all team up and take down the crazy tripod creature. The online clicks that I have seen, this is what I see. It's a camera setup and one player's kind of doing everything for the other player, right?
There's also a way to play on Roll20.
But that's not as much fun. You're not playing with the figures, though, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess okay, obviously I am an agent of chaos, so I'm gonna always go that way, but let's maybe play it smart.
Okay.
and explain like what from a strategy point of view, do we want to race to get to her as fast as possible, or do we want to strategically set things up? Like what's
Well, I would say we want to get ourselves into a position where they can't really get us on the first turn, but possibly on our second turn we would be within striking range.
okay?
So, first of all, out of our three here, we got Thor, we have Captain Carter, and the Hydra Stopper.
Yes.
So Party Thor has flight, so that means he could carry somebody.
So we could pick someone up and bring them with them.
That way, that person wouldn't take an action token for just moving across the map. So Thor has a move of 6, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so I think, just trying to look at the cards here.
Like I said, I'm gonna let you kind of maybe start things off before I kind of go.
Sure. Now, Captain Carter has a charge attack, so I would suggest using Party Thor to carry Captain Carter, and then he would fly somewhere. Like I was thinking, maybe to A6. What do you think, Jocelyn?
I can't read the numbers,
Okay.
so
So right to the left side of the hindering square.
yeah.
So that way, and then he would put Captain Carter maybe in A7.
Oh wait, right down
Right.
there. Okay.
So that because Party Thor has one of the things we didn't really talk about is if you look at his defense style, he's got the solid green color, and that's energy shield deflection, which gives him +2 to his defense value against range attacks. So he's a good blocker. If you put him there and someone tries to make a ranged attack, it's going to be really difficult to hit him.
Okay, so then
And
we want to use his action. I guess we never really talked about that. Like how many actions we get.
So we each get 2 because that's the minimum. And we also each have a character with leadership. So Captain Carter has leadership and T'Challa has leadership.
Right.
So we could have 3 actions if we wanted.
We have 3 actions each.
Okay. Okay.
So my other reasoning on this was if Captain Carter is in A7 or say A5, she has a charge. She can move 4 and make it like a move and attack with her charge ability.
Yeah.
So she could enter into the inside of the bar area and maybe get someone if Jocelyn brings her people in too close. And I'd maybe suggest putting her in A7 just in case her people come around the other side of the bar. That way she's got an extra.
So you want him to fly over here, grab her, whoop, drop her on her head.
So So if whenever he starts his move, if there's somebody beside him, because he has flight, he can just pick that person up and take
So
them with
so
him.
that was our starting setup, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. Of course, we were planning ahead.
I mean, technically, you're still adjacent on
Yeah.
the diagonal.
Oh, that's
Yep,
right. It's not orthogonal. It's any space.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't cheat there.
Yep.
So he's gonna go. So he can move up to 6, and we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 is what you suggest.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And
Because
then
I don't think Jocelyn can get you on a close attack this turn. So if she tries to get us, then it's going to be a ranged attack, and then that energy shield deflection ability comes in handy.
and then because I'm cool, I'm gonna put a token under
Yep.
Thor because he took an action. Right?
Yep.
That's right.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
And then
Do you have a
maybe
preference in color for you? I've got white, blue, and green, Jocelyn.
Well, I like to have 2 colors, one for each turn, so that I can alternate. So I
Okay.
know which characters took an action this turn versus next turn, but I don't have to be that picky.
Well, you know what? I've got 4 colors here, so you can take 2 and we can take 2.
Perfect.
Which 2 would you
I
like?
don't care what 2 they are.
Do you care, Rob?
I don't care.
Okay,
Nope.
we're going Christmas then for our team.
Okay, awesome.
Jocelyn gets blue and white.
Perfect.
Time, and we're at the bar having a fight.
That's right. That's right. That sounds exactly like Christmas time, doesn't it? People get drunk and stuff happens. Now you're planning to kind of set up Captain Carter for the next turn, so we don't really necessarily want to do much with her, do we?
Well, because she was carried, she can't do anything this turn.
Oh, so she's done, like regardless,
She's
just
done.
but no action tokens.
That's correct.
Got it.
And
Okay.
the good thing is that she has leadership, which means she could possibly get that token off Thor on our turn too. But that'll come in turn 2. We'll figure
Okay.
that out. But we probably want to get the Hydra Stomper in as well.
The giant robot. Okay, he's got a move of 8,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna move somewhere, right? So he can go like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I would maybe myself. I would put him at maybe A8. I don't know.
So right at the corner.
Yeah, you could
Rob's
put him
playing
in.
very defensively.
You could put him in further if you want.
I'll like I said, I'm gonna let you kind of guide me for the first little bit here.
I would say go with the. What do you think,
'Cause-
Jocelyn? I would go maybe the full move. Go.
5.
I mean, I say put him inside the bar, but that just makes it easier for me to hit him. So
So he has a move of 8, right?
Yeah, he's a move 8, so we had him here, I think.
he can do the diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
do the
1,
diagonal.
2, 3, 4.
I'd say put him the full 8.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay on the outside of the bar.
So he would.
He could actually go one more, right?
Oh, because he went diagonal from here to here.
Yeah.
Can you go through that brown line, or?
I mean, technically that's not that square. It's the square ahead of it. So
Okay,
you're okay.
so we're good. So we can go there. So that's what's happening on our. Oh wait, he took an action. Gotta remember. Gotta be the cool clicks guy. put the token. I don't have the fancy clicks tokens.
That's okay. Poker chips work just fine.
And that's it. That's all you can do,
Yep.
right?
That's our turn.
Okay. So even
All
though we
right.
still have another action, technically we can't. You know what? Tell me when we need the tripod monster, because really, I think right now there's nothing interesting happening.
Okay, so now I have to figure out what I'm doing with my people.
Is your setup good, or do you want me to move them around a little bit?
No, they're fine. I don't have any flyers.
Okay.
Thor's the only flyer that we have in this set. I noticed that when we were going through. I was actually disappointed Chala didn't fly because he has that like magical boot thing.
You would think he would fly, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I'm looking at my people here. I've got Captain America with charge and an 8 move total. I've got Star-Lord with a running shot, but he can only running shot for 4, which isn't going to be enough to get to your people. And then Black Widow is the same thing. She doesn't have a move and attack. I think I'm slightly damaged here.
I like this comment. I'm waiting for the two unassuming fabulous women die to spin into action. I suspect they're the real test.
All right, so let's take. Who's got my reducers? Sorry, I'm flicking back and between the cards you sent me. And okay, Black Widow's got against up close. That Hydra Stomper had giant reach, right?
He has. Does he have giant reach on this? No,
Or is that only on the B dial?
only on the B dial. He's got
Oh, okay.
He's only got the 3 abilities. Nothing special.
Okay.
I don't think any of the 30.1s have anything amazing. Or unique or special or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. So let's get people into position. So let's put Zombie Captain America. Is he the one? That one. Perfect. Okay.
That one. Yep.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. He's going to come up for Hydra Stomper. So just move him a full 8 on the diagonal at the corner.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. I can't quite get there, but I want to go there.
Okay.
Like I can't quite get to Hydra Stomper, but that'll be my action.
Oh yeah, you are. Okay.
And then Black Widow is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cut into the hindering terrain.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then she can go 5, and then she could go 2 more, but I think I'm just going to leave her there.
Okay. So she has taken her action.
And then Star-Lord's going to come right up behind her.
And...
Everyone's got enough actions for that, or enough movement.
Okay.
Okay, and that's going to be my turn.
So then back to us, and then it's well, we want to just get right in the fray, don't we?
You've got a leadership role.
Yep. First
Oh.
thing is first, we do leadership role at the beginning.
That's 1 die.
Yep.
And what are we looking for?
A 5 or 6. So the PAC says
So-
for all friendly characters. Oh, sorry. At the beginning of your turn, you may roll a d6 on a result of 5 or 6. Remove an action token from an adjacent friendly character that's less points or shares a keyword. So they share a keyword.
I rolled
And
a
they're the
1.
same point, so. Oh, well, that doesn't. Okay.
That ends
No
the
worries.
conversation right there.
Yep.
We are going to get the action cam for this because I feel something's going to happen.
Okay. So I think that Jocelyn has left us a target here with Zombie Captain America.
Yeah, I feel he needs something bad to happen to him.
I think we can do something with that. So your Captain Carter could do a charge attack on it. But also the Hydra Stomper does have a ranged attack of 4. So
Okay,
you probably want
range
to do
is that- Oh, okay.
you probably want to do a ranged attack before you do a close.
So we can say he's doing his ranged attack, which is the... Okay, that's the 4. Little number there.
The 4 bolts, yeah.
Yeah, and the bolts means how many things he can target, but there's only 1 in range.
Yeah, he's only got 1 that he can see right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now he does have a power on his attack dial right now, which is incapacitate.
And what's that going to do?
So if we did a range attack and we hit, or even a close attack, instead of damage, we would put an action token on Zombie Captain America, which means
He can't
next
do
turn,
anything.
he can't do anything. But right now, he does not have a damage reducer.
So
How much damage does the Hydra Stomper do?
3. Yeah, am I reading that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think so.
What do you want to do, Matt? Do you want to try a ranged attack with Hydra Stomper?
I'm all about killing the poor zombie. Because is there's you have to decide obviously before if you're going to use the power or not, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't see at this point in the game a huge advantage to
Right.
So what
incapacitate.
I am going to I am going to tell you, Matt, though, is that if you hit me for 3 points,
Oh, is something gonna
I'm
happen?
going to end up on click number 4. And click number 4 is a regeneration click, which means that I could take an action to roll a die and regenerate or heal that number. So unless you hit me with the Hydra Stomper and then charge with Captain Carter to destroy me, there's a chance that I might
I feel
be
that's
able to
the
heal
play,
back
isn't
up.
it? Like, don't we just want to go all in and just try to murder the zombie?
I think we can do it. I think
I
between our 3 characters, I think we can take this guy out if we get the right rolls.
okay, I'm cool
Yep.
with that. Okay,
Because
so I think step 1 is Hydra Stomper's going to do a range attack. So he has. Okay, let me see if I can understand this. His attack is 11.
right.
Where's your defenses here? Defense of 17, correct?
Yep,
Mhm.
I'm 17.
So that means we have to hit on a. So I have to roll a. I have to get higher than 17.
Yeah, so you need a 6 or higher
So you need
to hit me.
to meet it or exceed it.
Okay, 6 or higher. No. Oh, you have to meet it or exceed it, not. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So let's do this.
So you roll 2d6s.
2d6s, and I need a. What do we say? A 7 or better? No,
6 or better.
6 or better. That's easy, right? Come on. That's not a 6.
Would you like to use one of your probability controls?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so he could do it to himself, or I guess Captain Carter's beside him, right?
Oh, is there something
Yeah.
about that?
He could only take, yeah, each figure would only be able to use 1 probability control each turn. So I would say do it for himself.
Okay, but that's coming off of this thing here, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so we're down to Betty White.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of who is taking the probability control is what Rob's talking about. Who's
Oh,
choosing to take that particular action, the free action.
yeah. Okay. Is
So
that
Hydra Stomper's going to take it.
are we good with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because that was terrible.
Another go.
Okay, so we're trying again to get a 6 or better. No, yeah, 6 or better. That's better.
Yep, that's a 7.
That's a 7. So we hit you for 3. So we take
Yeah.
your Clixie
So
dude.
hang on.
Oh, there's something here. Okay.
Yeah, Zombie
Roll.
Captain America would like to use a probability control.
Oh, Zombie Captain America's. So that's your thing up here, right?
Yep.
And is it everything I'm rerolling?
Yep, you reroll them both.
Zombie Captain America's a dick.
Uh,
Oh, that's okay.
All right, you still hit.
Okay, now I'm gonna.
So you click
murder
them 3 times.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
increasing clicks, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. So he's on click 4, right?
That's right. So now he is a 17 regeneration with exploit weakness.
Okay.
So can you take him out?
I feel we can.
so we've got 2 more actions. It depends what we want to do here. Now we could charge in with Captain Carter, or we could do a running shot with Party Thor.
So another range attack there, hey?
I would say if we're going to do a running shot with Party Thor, we'd want to do that before Captain Carter. Otherwise, Captain Carter would block his line of fire.
Oh, you can't see through your own characters.
That's right.
Okay.
Unless there's a
So-
special power that allows you to do.
So if you're going to running shot with Thor, you'd want to put him in, let's say, C. What is that? C.
So
Set
running shot is okay. Explain that to me again. It's like half the movement or something.
Yep. So you have the movement value, and then once you've moved him, then you can make the ranged attack.
Okay, so he could go like his movement is 6, so he could go 1, 2, 3 to end there, right?
Yep.
And he can't end here because he can't go through this guy.
He would not be able to shoot through him, no.
Okay, so then we want him to go. Let's grab the green token on the way.
And if he's there, then that saves room for Captain Carter to do a close attack if we need to.
Okay, so Party Thor. Oh, you know what? There we go. Okay, so Party Thor is... Where's his attack? Where are we doing here? So his attack is 3 damage. And we're at... No, hang on. 3 damage, 11 attack. So same thing.
Yep.
Okay. I got her. Oh. I think that's good, right?
Rob, would you like to explain what that is?
That is a critical hit. So
Okay.
that's 2 6s.
Yep.
So basically, the damage you've dealt has been increased by 1.
So I actually hit him for 4.
Yep.
And there's no shenanigans he can do right now, right?
No, because he already used probability control on the first attack. He can't use it again,
So
and nobody else can see the attacker.
1, 2.
He is dead.
Zombie is dead already.
Yep.
There we go.
It's all part of my plan.
Okay, so I guess Captain Carter, she can't actually get to anyone now, can she?
No. I would say leave her right there.
And do nothing. Yeah, that feels like I'm not a clicks player, but I'm feeling that's probably what I would do anyway. Okay. So no more Party Thor. We're gonna move over to these guys. And
All right.
Who are you activating?
Well, first we need to roll leadership on Star-Lord. So he needs to roll a single d6.
2.
Okay, and he failed. So there is no removing of tokens from Black Widow.
And that's every turn you're doing this leadership roll.
Yeah, anytime you wouldn't necessarily do it if there was no reason to. Like if the character next to you didn't have an action token, but sometimes there's an effect that lets you do it, so it doesn't hurt you to do it every turn.
Got it.
There's another effect that might happen, like sometimes they generate characters and things like that.
That's of course
So,
as long as the power is displayed. So
yeah.
If Star-Lord took damage and he got off that leadership dial, there's no more leadership. So your action point total would go down as well.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Star-Lord has running shot with a range of 4. And he could move 4 in total. But I think Party Thor has energy shield deflection. Is that right, Rob?
Yep.
/ Matt?
That's right.
Okay. But we're going to give it a shot. So, T'Challa is going to running shot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move 1, 2 just on that diagonal. Right there. Yeah. And that puts him within 4 of Party Thor.
Yes.
So I will shoot. 11.
And
yep.
Party
on
17 with whatever the green thing is.
So he's a 19.
Yep. So he's a 19. So you need a
8.
An 8.
Yeah. So I need an 8, please.
I got you a 4.
Okay. We'll use an instance of probability control, please.
Okay, so you are down to
1.
What is 1 on this die? I guess that's the Golden Girl symbol. Okay.
I was hoping it was going to be B. Arthur.
She's on there somewhere.
She's number 1. She's number 1.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
That's unfortunately an 8.
So I will deal 3 damage to Party Thor, unless you would like to use a probability control.
So we could do a prob as well, if you want, Matt. It's up to you.
Are we that worried? I don't feel we're that worried, are we? Thor's not going to die this turn.
He won't die this turn, no. He'll be on a ranged combat expert click and with penetrating if he gets takes damage.
Those are good things.
I'm okay with letting him take it.
Okay.
So that's 3 he takes? No, what is he? How much damage does he take? 3.
He takes 3.
So 1, 2, 3. We are on click 4.
Okay. Now I'm just checking one thing here. All right. So my next action is going to be with Black Widow. And she is going to move. She has a move of, is it 7?
7.
Yes.
Okay. So she's going to go on the diagonal 1, and then on the diagonal back towards T'Challa 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's going to stop right in front of Party Thor.
Oh, so my idea of Party Thor being fine may not be right.
Well, she can't do anything this turn, but it is going to prevent him from making a penetrating ranged attack because I'm right in his face.
Okay. Well, he's gonna have to clear next turn anyway, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to have to clear as well.
Yeah.
So you will get a chance before me potentially, but it's also making it harder for Captain Carter to get into my people because she can't pass through my people. She would have to stop when she gets there, and she can't stop in the same square Party Thor's in.
Okay.
So this is kind of my strategy.
You're just clogging up the lane here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, I did encourage you guys to go into the middle, but no, we're gonna play her on the outside. So that's my turn, and I am completed.
Okay, so on our turn, obviously these two guys have to clear. They don't really have a choice.
Yeah,
You
that'll
could-
come at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
You have a
we
leadership
might-
roll though, too.
Oh,
Yeah, we have
leadership.
to
Okay.
leadership roll. Mhm.
Oh, because that might change things, right?
Yep.
4. That doesn't do anything, right?
Not enough.
Okay.
So our two guys are double tokened, so they
Yes.
can't do anything. However, Captain Carter does have a move of 8.
Do we want to come around the backside?
So we can come around the backside and get Star-Lord.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, we
5.
wouldn't be able to make an attack this turn, but
But turn we could.
we could move, yeah.
You'd actually have to stop, Matt, in the diagonal square right above your the square right above your finger.
In H7.
Oh, because it's
Because-
adjacent. Yes.
That's
yes.
right.
Okay, I read that rule. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, so you have enough movement to get there.
I'm okay with that plan.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we just clear tokens off the other dudes, and then we just pass turn.
Clear. And pass turn.
Yeah, and then unfortunately for my people, they're both double tokened as well. And so they just have to clear.
Okay, clear.
Yeah.
Exciting turn there.
Yeah. Well, I did purposely place Black Widow where I did to make it annoying, so I could have done it and put her next to T'Challa so that I could have done a leadership, but I chose not to.
And we don't need a leadership role now because no tokens are in play.
Correct.
Yeah, she's not adjacent to anybody.
Okay. And Party Thor is just a range attack, or is he?
Nope, he can do close attacks as well. He just doesn't.
He just won't get those buffs.
Yeah, he won't get the buffs.
Okay.
So right now, I think he's what's his attack value? A 10, and he's doing 2 damage.
He is, yes, he's a 10. 2 damage, yes. It's got a red.
And I think
Does that mean red means penetrating, right? No. Red means
That's ranged combat expert, so that's not going to come in handy right now.
but Black Widow, who is right next to him, has an 18 with combat reflexes. It means she's a 20. So you'd have to roll a 10 or higher to hit her.
What do we think about Thor then? Does he make a run for it, or does he?
Well, if he makes a run for it, he would have to get a successful breakaway roll.
Oh, that's right, because they're beside.
Yeah, because he's adjacent. So I think that succeeds on a 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So it's up to you. Do you want to try to take a swing, or do you want to run?
Well, he's probably going to be in some trouble here.
Yeah.
So what happens if we fail the breakaway roll?
He's stuck there, and he takes an action token.
Okay, so he's just
because he attempted to run.
okay. What would Thor do?
What would Party Thor do?
Well, Party Thor would go for it.
Absolutely.
He would.
He's come to Midgard. What is he gonna do?
So he's got
Now,
a 10. Wait,
now,
there's no way for him to hit, is there? Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
now
10,
we
11,
do have
12.
we do have 2 theme probs left. So Thor could prob himself,
Yeah.
and Hydra Stomper is right beside Thor, so he could also prob Thor's roll.
But you know she's going to use her last one on ruin whatever we do, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Do we want to? Do you want to use Captain Carter first, and then?
No. Party Thor is gonna. He's.
All right, cool.
This is where the party's at. But then the Hydra Stomper can't really do much, can he?
No. Unless he breaks the blocking terrain and comes around for Black Widow.
Oh, like should Thor break the terrain then?
Thor doesn't have enough damage to break the terrain.
Oh, you need 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
You need a printed 3 to break the terrain.
Well, what if the Stomper just broke the terrain by Thor? Because he can reach that, can't he?
Hey, Rob.
Yep.
Hydra Stomper has Empower.
Oh, there we go. I forgot about that.
Okay.
So, Matt, Empower is going to give Thor a +1 on his damage.
Oh, so he
because
has the
he's
3.
adjacent. Yeah, he's adjacent to the Hydra Stomper,
Yeah.
and Hydra Stomper's got that pink power on his damage dial,
Yeah.
so he's going to give a buff to Thor.
So Thor has
So-
3 damage right now.
Mm-hmm. So that would allow you to either break the blocking terrain or potentially try and attack me and get 3 damage through on Black Widow. Or you could try the breakaway move, at which point you could pick up Hydra Stomper and take him with you if you.
I don't know what I would do. But my gut is saying, like, break the wall. And Ronathan agrees,
Go.
chop the walls.
Go with your gut.
Okay, so we're gonna. Do you have to roll for that, or it just happens?
Who's going to break the wall?
I think Thor, because he can't really do much else.
Because Hydra Stomper's only got he's only got 11 attack, which is only 1 better than Thor, and he doesn't have a move and attack. So basically, we'd just be breaking the wall and then moving Hydra Stomper, and then not doing anything, like not attacking. So it's your call.
So it makes more sense for Hydra Stomper to break the wall.
I think, well, it's a tough call. There's probably no sense in breaking the blocking terrain, I don't think.
Okay.
What do you think, Jocelyn? What's the best
I think he
strategy?
should. Like, honestly, I would just swing if I was Matt.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you
3
should be
damage.
doing-
You've got 2 probs. Yes, you need a 10, 11, or a 12 to hit, but he's already rolled a 12, so who knows?
So Party Thor's going for it? Just straight up?
Sure.
Hello,
Sure.
Urson the voice. Okay, so I need a 10, 11, or 12. Party Thor
Yep.
on Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, 10?
Yeah,
Well,
so Black Widow will take my last theme prop.
You are no longer a golden girl.
That's good. We've cleared out our theme probs.
Oh, that's a 10.
That's still a 10. Yep, so you still
Nice.
hit.
For
Perfect.
3, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Lucky rolls.
So we got 1, 2, 3. On click 4.
So now I'm on super senses.
Okay, so Party Thor just did something, so let's give him a token. Something happened. Sorry, I heard a thing. Oh, thank you
Yeah,
for the
the new
follow. Okay, Thor's done his thing.
So now let's take a look at Black Widow's dial. What she got now?
Black
She's got-
Widow is on number 4. So she's got. Okay, I don't know what the powers mean, but she's got 6
So
movement.
she's easier to hit now. She's only a 17.
Yeah.
However, she gets a chance to roll out. So if you get a successful hit, Jocelyn can roll a d6, and on a result of 5 or 6, she rolls out of the attack and takes no damage. So that's pretty good.
Okay. So
Sure is.
Well, I want the Stomper to do something.
I think he's kind of stuck right now. The only thing
Yeah,
he
he
could
is
do is
stuck.
move.
He
Or
could
can't-
break. He could break the blocking terrain if you want.
I feel we need more room.
Okay, so I would break it on the diagonal there, just right
Yeah,
above
like right
Thor.
here, correct?
Right above Thor, yeah, at C7.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So you could assign. So you have to give an action to the Hydra Stomper because he
Got it.
did a destroy action, and now that square is open
Okay.
as hindered point terrain.
So he can jump in there next time if he wants.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then you've
Where-
got one action left, so you could get an attack off with Captain Carter as well.
Just trying to find Captain Carter. There she is. Okay. That glare on the board is really annoying.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
always the tricky part with the close-up cam.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does Captain Carter do? She's got... Let me see if I can decipher this. Charge,
Right.
half the speed, and then make a close attack. Or just straight up do her attack. Is there an advantage to one over the other?
Well, we don't need to do a charge because we're already
Right beside.
adjacent.
Okay.
Yep. So we can just do a straight up attack.
Straight up close attack. So there to there. Let's token her up.
So it's going to be an 11 on 18, I believe.
Yep.
11 on 18. Sure. Oh, let's get rid of...
You
don't have the
You need a
zombie.
7.
A 7. I could do that. Easy peasy.
That's a 5.
Yeah. I'm okay sacrificing Betty White for that.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, Betty.
So Captain Carter will take her own theme prob.
That's
Is that
still
what
not
you
right.
No.
Okay, we
Nope.
tried.
Yep. Unfortunately, you're out of luck now because no one else can see it. So,
Yep.
yay, T'Challa.
Okay, that's our turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So, what's the defense on Captain Carter?
Captain Carter's defense right now is 17.
17. And what's the defense on Party Thor?
He is at... What clicks is he on? 17.
17. Okay. But Party Thor is the one that's almost dead, right?
He is, I think, 2 clicks from death.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
on
2
click
clicks
4.
from death. He has no reducers. He's a 17. So maybe we'll start with Black Widow. Black Widow, I believe, is on click number 4, right?
She is on click number 4, yes.
Okay. So she's going to attack Party Thor 10 on 17. I need a 7.
Okay.
Roll good for me, Matt.
6.
Nope, that's a miss. And I'm out of probs. Did you want to prob it?
I'm thinking no. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Is that a good call there, Rob?
That's a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I support that.
Okay.
Okay, and then T'Challa will attack Captain Carter. So 11 on 17, we said, right?
17 and 11, yes. So the same.
Is there
thing.
any powers on that one? On the defense?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I need a 6. Should have done that one first.
That's an 11.
Yep. That hits.
Let it happen.
Well, yeah. There's 2 choices. We could prop that, or I do like Captain Carter's powers if she takes damage. She gets flurry, which is fun.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't want to take the damage, we could, or try to get out of it, we can do a prob.
Well, if you're saying her powers are more fun with some damage, I'm okay with taking damage.
Okay.
So she takes, what is it, 3? Yeah.
3 damage.
Okay.
And then she gets close combat expert plus flurry.
Gross. I'm totally dead.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Oh, gotta give you a token. Because we do that.
Thank you.
Star-Lord's done. So on our turn, Captain Carter's doing nothing.
Correct.
So let's just get rid of that. So I remember that. So now we're back over to this section. And I feel Party Thor is just going to keep swinging at the hammer, right?
Yep.
Seems like a reasonable plan.
Okay, so Party Thor, we are on click 4. So you've got 10 with blue. What's blue again?
It's penetrating, but it only accounts for ranged attacks at this point.
Oh, okay. So no excitement. So 10 on a what are you?
17.
At? 17.
17 super senses, so.
Oh, that's the one where you can like dodge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Matrix.
That does nothing. Doubles mean nothing unless you hit, right? Because there was something about that.
Correct. Yeah. That would create knockback if
Okay.
you hit.
So, do you want to prob this one, or do you want to save that last prob?
Well, I think Thor is gonna die
Mm-hmm.
next turn. Like, does he go out swinging, or does he?
Well,
Go
your
out
call.
swinging.
You could, you could try to get her with an attack, or you could save it for a defensive prob. It's up to you.
Oh, that's an idea too.
Because if she makes a hit, if the widow hits, then you could try to prob out of it, but might not be successful. But you never know.
I'm gonna actually defer to you here because I'm all about swinging the hammer.
Well, we only need a 7, so that's not so bad. But she does get a super senses. We got to get her at some point.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. Let's swing the hammer.
Okay. The Golden Girls are gone. Oh shit.
Crit miss!
No way. That's the worst thing that could have happened.
So Thor takes a damage, right?
He does.
So he's one closer to death.
Ouch.
We wanted to make it easy, and he gets a token.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's...
Well, you've rolled a crit hit and a crit miss, so now you've had the full Heroclix experience.
Yep.
Okay.
So, oh, that was Party Thor. I didn't even have Party Thor on the screen. The poor blank guy. There we go. He can stay on there for a minute.
So we have a choice here. We could.
Yeah, Thor totally just hit himself in the face with the hammer. A little too much mead.
we could move because the Stomper still only has 1 token, right?
Yes, the Stomper still can do
So-
something.
We could move the Stomper into that debris area.
Now, is the Stomper better ranged, or is he better... He's got that little light blue thing. What is that? Incapacitate.
Incapacitate.
He is good at ranged, just because then
Is incapacitate a ranged attack, or is that just a...
it's both.
It can be either.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be a better move to kind of freeze up Widow for a turn?
Well, at this point, I think Widow's double token. Or no, she's like a 1 token, right?
Yeah,
Jocelyn?
if we double token her, she can't do anything.
But next
Yeah.
turn, she's gonna try to swing on Thor.
But if she
So
has 2
that
tokens, she
would-
can't, right?
Well, the Hydra Stomper can't get her with an attack this turn because he has to move still.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot
So-
about that. Okay.
And the unfortunate thing is, if you put him in that debris square, then he's now adjacent to Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Black Widow has multiple targets. Is that right, Jocelyn?
She does.
So she could target both Thor and the Hydra Stomper.
Because she
and
awesome.
Are
possibly
we
do
better to
damage
just
on
back
both.
off the Stomper by a square?
I wouldn't do that, but let's just say on the next turn, if Black Widow KOs Thor, then you would be able to do a ranged attack on Black Widow.
Now,
What's that?
if you do nothing with him, he can't clear 1 token. Like, he...
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Yep. he can.
Okay.
So you might want to just clear him. I would clear him, to be honest.
I'm just going to provide an alternative option here.
Okay.
Sure.
He has 8 move. So he could potentially get adjacent to Captain Carter for next turn, so that first off, Captain Carter could leadership potentially a token off of him, and then also he has Empower, which would combo with her close combat expert if she still has it.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we say, sorry, Thor, we tried? You're on your own?
Yeah. You know what? That's a pretty good idea. You could move him just over to Captain Carter.
Like in the diagonal in here or straight up right
Yeah.
Oh,
beside?
Captain Carter doesn't have leadership anymore, Jocelyn.
Oh, she doesn't. Okay, then that doesn't make sense.
But
I
but
forgot.
but she could still pick up the Empower off Hydra Stomper.
If Captain Carter doesn't have leadership anymore, then Hydra Stomper can't do any more actions.
No, that's right. But he can still give her Empower, right?
Right, but you've done 2 actions, right? Captain Carter. Did Captain Carter go?
No, Captain Carter didn't do
Oh,
anything. She's
okay.
clearing the turn. Yep. We're
Okay.
only on action number 2.
All right, I missed that.
So that's actually not a bad idea. To get the Hydra Stomper with Captain Carter.
And again, do we want to go diagonal or does it make a difference?
You can't go through the square you broke, if that's what you're asking,
No,
because
no,
you would
no,
have had
no.
to have stopped when you went to Black Widow.
No, I'd go like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. It's either there or there.
Yeah, where do you want to be, Rob?
I think it's fine if you just go right to the H square there, H7.
Okay. And then
think that's-
second token on that dude. And that's the Stomper's turn.
Or actually, I'm going to suggest going to the G7 square. That way, if Black Widow comes around, then because she's got stealth right now, and all hindered lines of fire would be blocked because she's got stealth. But if
Okay.
you're in the hindering, then she can't. You'd be shooting out of hindering, so
Okay.
that works there. Yep.
Okay.
And that's turn.
That's turn.
Mhm.
So I'm
Okay.
going to go out on a limb and guess that Black Widow's going to do something.
Yeah, and so is Star-Lord. So Star-Lord's still on his first click, right?
Star-Lord is still on. Yes.
Okay. So I have injured Party Thor, and I have injured Captain Carter.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the defense on Captain Carter right now?
Captain Carter is sitting on 16. Thor is on 16.
There's 16s, eh?
Yep.
Oh, Thor's on his last click, right?
Yeah, Thor
Because
is
she
like
took that critical hit.
Thor is almost dead.
And then Captain Carter took 3. Yeah, I need to hit with both of these attacks. Okay. Let's go with Black Widow first on Party Thor. So Party Thor is a 16 and Black Widow is a 10, so I need a 6.
You need a 6, and there's no way to do anything here.
Nope, it's a straight roll.
Oh, God. Thor is like super
Okay.
dead.
I'm pretty sure Thor is dead.
Sorry, Thor. Boop. You can go join the Captain America. And
All right.
That's an action.
Yep. And then Star-Lord, who is an 11, will attack Captain Carter, who is a 16, so I need a 5.
That is a 6.
So I think that's going to KO Captain Carter.
So she just took what? 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, dead.
Guess who won?
Oh, is it KO? Is the
Oh, that's
condition-
right. It's KO 2 people.
Yep, KO 2 people or KO 1 and get 1 to
dang.
click 5.
I forgot about that. I thought we were clearing the board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought we were clearing the
actually-
board too.
If I had done Captain Carter first, then I would have won without making the attack with Black Widow because Thor was already on click 5.
That's true.
But this way I KO'd them both.
Yeah. Good going.
Now, is
Do we
that a
want
s-
to keep playing?
Is I might be good with that as a kind of a learning experience because we're already at
Yeah, that's pretty good.
2 hours.
No, I just meant like, did you want to play to clear?
Oh, to clear the board?
Like, I know we won this. I won the scenario, but just for fun, for practice, did you want to keep going with Hydra Stomp?
Yeah, should we see how much damage the robot can do?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. I mean, technically, the next turn is not going to be exciting for our dear Hydra Stomper. Oh, wait, T'Challa took a token. No, for...
Yeah.
Well, basically, this whole next turn is we clear, then she clears, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's just skip those turns.
So we'd basically just be moving up beside Starlord.
Is there any benefit to us moving there or make him come to us? Because we can't run and attack, right?
Well, he's got a running shot, so we probably want to tie him up first.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Otherwise, if you would go the other way and you engage Black Widow, he's going to be coming around your back and shooting at you. So
Okay, so
Just-
we want to just kind of go like there, probably, right?
That's all you have to do.
And just stand there
to H7, yep.
and take it.
Yep, and unfortunately she's going to get one shot on him, but
Yep.
it's just the way it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So Star-Lord will attack Hydra Stomper.
Why is that not focusing on those guys? What are we doing here? Hydra Stomper still is at full health, so 18.
Yep.
And you are...
And I'm at 11.
So 7 or better, correct?
Yep.
Okay. 6.
Okay, that's a miss.
See, he wasn't pointing the gun the
And-
right way. That was the problem.
There you go.
His gun was pointing
Looking the wrong way. Yeah.
Can't shoot straight.
That's right. That's right.
And then I'm not going to do... Am I going to do anything with Black Widow this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does Hydra Stomper have 2 targets?
He has 3.
He has 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow's just going to stay where she is, so she'll clear her action token this turn.
She has no action tokens.
Then she's all good.
Okay.
Strategic decision.
So let's just take a swing on Star-Lord.
It seems legit as I'm choking on the water. What is our attack? Our attack is 11. Excuse me. On
an 18.
18. So a 7 or better. 5. That is not a 7 or better.
It is not.
Okay.
All right, so T'Challa will now try and attack Hydra Stomper again.
And
11 on 18. I need a 7.
okay, 7. 6.
Maybe we should have stopped.
These guys are not having a fun time. Okay, a Widow still has a turn.
Yeah, she's gonna move up adjacent to the Hydra Stomper.
So
Right.
she could
Into-
get the hindering square.
She'll
right?
go. Yeah, she'll go into the hindering square. She'll go diagonal into the square you broke, and then around. Yep.
Okay. That's that turn.
Yep.
And Stomper clears.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Okay,
exciting.
and Black Widow will swing on him.
And what are we? I should remember this by now.
She's a 10. You're an 18. I think I need an 8, right?
Yeah, we're still at 18. So you need an 8 or better. 7. Yeah, we should have stopped.
All right.
Okay,
T'Challa clears.
but now Hydra Stomper can he grab for both of them or
He can
she's
swing at
hindering?
both of them.
Yep, he
That's
can
okay.
target multiple people.
So
he can
hindering
just-
terrain doesn't matter for like fighting.
For close, correct.
Okay.
It only
So
matters for range.
is he doing his like full damage to both if he hits type of thing, or is he?
He would have to split it.
Oh, okay. So he still only gets like 3 points of damage, and then he just
That's
decides where to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
And
order-
I would get.
Yep,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, so you would roll your attack and then targeting both, determine hits. Let's say for example you both hit them. Because Black Widow has the super senses, then Jocelyn would roll for the super senses, and then you would pick damage. So if she was successful, then you could put all 3 into Star-Lord, all 3 damage.
Okay. So you roll first, figure it out later.
Yep.
Okay. So we got 11, and we just got to roll something. Defenses are. What are you at?
17 and 18.
So we need a 6 and a 7.
Or an 8?
That's
No,
a 9.
That's a 9. I can count.
So you hit them both?
think, how much damage do we need to get rid of Widow? Because she's down, right?
Well, she's got to do her super senses still.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So should we roll that first?
Yep.
Yep.
Roll 1d6, please, Matt.
3.
Okay. So she is a valid target, and 2 will KO her.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've got 3 to deal up, so I think 2 to her and 1 to...
That's it.
Yeah. Enough of that shenanigans.
Goodbye, Black Widow.
1, 2, you can join everybody else. And 1 to you, T'Challa. And Widow clears.
Okay.
That was Hydra Stomper, because I know how to change things.
Now he should take an action, right?
Oh, yep. What are we? We're Christmas, that's right.
So now we're just 2 people. There's just 1-on-1 swinging it out.
Whoever rolls first, I guess, right?
Yeah,
much.
so I'm going to do something that's going to throw a wrench into your plans here.
Okay.
I would like to breakaway move. So can you roll a single d6 for me, Matt?
Yep. 3.
Okay, that fails, so I take an action token.
Okay.
I needed a 4 to succeed.
So we just keep punching her, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Take the swing.
I'm a 17 now.
And we still have
11.
11. So a 6 or better, right?
Yep.
Okay. 5.
Oh no.
This is like the longest slow death.
Rob and I have been through this before.
Okay, T'Challa.
Do I have 2 action tokens or just 1?
1. Here, let's
We're going to try the breakaway move again.
this is where the action's happening. Let's forget the whole
Yeah.
thing. Breakaway
So
move
can you
again.
roll a single d6? Breakaway move. Let's try.
2.
Ah, not happening.
Okay.
Brutal.
We clear.
Then we clear.
And we clear. Back to the start here. I think we just keep...
Stomp is up.
6. What did I need?
A 6.
A 6.
Yeah, you need 6.
And
Yep, so you hit for 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We
You
got
are
now.
on. Click 5.
Yep.
And we take a token.
Breakaway move.
Just stand and take it. Come on. Quit running away.
Breakaway move.
3.
No. Okay, kill me. I have
First
energy
off.
shield deflection. I was trying to get myself some help here.
All we need is a 5.
A 5. Got it. 5.
Good game.
There we go.
So when you get down to the end, it does sometimes get to this just basically rolling of dice back and forth,
Yeah.
but doesn't often get that way in a game. But when you're learning and that sort of thing, it's sort of a thing that happens. So
Yeah, it's a pretty basic scenario. There's not much to it. You're just walking around the bar.
yep. But you did some stuff. We used probability control. We used leadership, even though it didn't go off. You destroyed some terrain.
Destroying stuff is
Right.
always fun.
We did some super senses. That was good.
Yeah.
Yep. So you did some relatively advanced stuff for your first game, Matt. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I had to keep looking at this powers and ability card going, I don't know what I'm doing. What?
No, but you did a great job.
It's interesting. I'd be curious to play on kind of a bigger map, because obviously this is your absolute introduction scenario, right?
Yeah. So if we were to go to scenario, I know we're not going to play it tonight, but I'm just wondering if scenario B has a bigger
It's 2 tiles.
tile.
Yeah.
2 tiles.
Oh,
Okay. So
Okay.
you work your way up, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you would go, you know what, for those interested, what do I need? 2A. Let's find 2A.
Please note that you guys got a reset token because I'm awesome.
Where is 2A? There's 2A.
It could be, is it the other side of 1A?
No, because 1A
No.
is still part of the thing here. Let's
So,
see.
yeah.
I don't know if I can get all this on screen, which seems to be another issue for Heroclix. Let's move the tentacle monster and go watch the dead people.
Rob has put some good stuff together. He's got a good system. He's got a tripod that he can get the whole map on camera.
Yeah, see, I got to zoom out way out for this, and then you get to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff that no one's supposed to see. The edge of my table. There we go.
It's all about framing, right, Rob?
Yeah,
So those are the 2 tiles for the next scenario?
that's the next scenario. So if I was setting this up properly, I would clip this edge of the table so no one could see it.
And then do they tell you how to set them up? Or are they supposed to set up in a particular adjacency?
tile 1A and I'm just assuming because the doors line up here.
Well, the numbers line up, so A8 meets up with A9.
Oh,
so that looks right to me.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if kind of as these scenarios go, if you're just building this like city or whatever.
Yep. Looks
It
like
could be. Yeah. That's an interesting way to do it because typically the scenarios to this point, you've had the whole thing out. You're starting with the map. So I think this is a better way to do it. And it's a good way to get into the game.
Oh, and then in the next one, you add 3A after that.
Because the terrain rules, some of them change with if you're indoor or outdoor. So the blocking terrain, when it's outdoor, you can fly over it if you have flight.
I was going to ask about that with Thor in the bar system there, if he could. Let's get back in here.
For indoor, and I think they're indicating indoor. That indoor tile, I think, has a yellow.
Yes.
Is that right? A yellow border around it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indoor.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I'm looking at the next scenario. So it just says the team that won the last game begins on tile 2A. And then the other team uses any starting squares on tile 1A.
Oh, okay. Let's
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Let's whoops, other way.
And we have to hide the space zone, so that's pretty interesting.
Hide the space. Oh, okay. So yeah, you'd be down. What are you? You'd be down here. We'd be like up there somewhere, right?
So there's the one, there's the one starting area in the bottom left corner, I think.
Yes,
Yep.
There's starting area here, and then the other two starting areas. So this one, it'd be a little more work to get into battle position, right?
Yep.
Because that's the one thing I notice with watching the things online. Like the maps are huge, and you can be starting like so far away from each other. It seems, and I'm going, okay, like how's the battle go? Like,
yeah, you typically don't get any attacks in until maybe turn 2 or maybe even 3.
I mean, generally as a casual player, I would agree with that. But I know if you're playing like heavy meta, there's ways to like cross the map in your first turn and attack.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that because that's not my play style. And I don't have those expensive chase figures. Was it Scarab or something from Wonder Woman? There's something that has amazing range and can get all the way across the map in like a turn. But that's not our style. We try and do a little bit of strategy, and what I like compared to Dice Masters. Dice Masters strategy is different and it's more mathy, if that makes sense.
No, I totally get it. I do have a question
Whereas
for you.
Clix is more strategic.
So these type of figures, how do they work? They take up 2 spaces? And then movement, you just count from one of the spaces to another, or?
You got it.
Okay. I was always curious about the double-based guys. Yeah, it's an interesting game.
I was going to say that figure's really fun. Rob is against me.
Has he? I have never used it.
It's probably hard to use now because
yeah,
he has a special attack, like a ramming attack. You'd have to have your opponent characters all on the line.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It's a little harder to use now because they've changed the rules on certain things, like, for example, telekinesis, because it used to work on opposing characters as well. So you could maybe use telekinesis to move opposing characters into position and then just use this guy to ram into them, which is fun.
That would be totally fun.
Harder to do now. But it gives incentive for your opponent not to put their characters in a straight line, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, but this was really fun, and I really appreciate you having us on and helping you play through this and giving us the opportunity to finally teach you how to play Heroclix.
Yeah, I kind of get it. The strategy, I still kind of have to figure out when's the best time to... Because I feel like I'm an aggro type person. I'm just going to swing at you whenever I can.
Yeah.
But again, I also don't know all these powers. At this
No, I think you did a great job, right? I think that you've got a lot of board gaming background and you've got Dice Masters background, and that made it very easy for you to sort of slip into this. How I saw it.
As an intro player, I think this is actually a really good product for someone who wants to learn the game and to get some cool little figures. At the very least, they're going to look good on your shelf. Ideally, you're playing with them though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm a deep dive Heroclix person at this stage of the game, but it's interesting enough. Like I want to play with this Watcher. Like that's the guy I want to try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
this is
too.
a
Do you want to
good.
send him over?
This miniature game is a good entry point, but also if you just want to have it as a game on your shelf that you bring out once in a while and play at the kitchen table, it's all there. You have everything you need, right?
Yeah, like literally, like I don't need to do anything. I can play a mini
Mm-hmm.
HeroClix game. Just bam.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, you could just jump in, you could just put all the map tiles together, so they match up number perspective, and build yourself a team and start going at it.
So how I guess well, it might be boring for some people. Maybe some people find this interesting. Like how does like a typical game go? Like what do you so you're building your team. Do you know what your points limits are going into it, or is it depending on the format?
Yeah. There's a couple of different formats. The most common is 300. Um, Rob and I really like playing sealed HeroClix, where we open booster packs and build, just like we did with our recent Dice Master stuff, because it gives us the opportunity to play with all the different figures in the set and learn how they work. Me, I found that's a lot better because I still struggle with team building in HeroClix, and by playing in that type of, you don't have any choice, you got to throw these figures together. I can't overthink it, and I just got to make it work.
I wouldn't have a clue. Like I've looked at some HeroClix things before, and I'm going, okay, I don't know what plays well with each other, and I can only go off of again what I've watched. So um, again, a lot of TJ's stuff. You know, he's got these. What did they do? Just gods and monsters or something recently.
Yeah, the deities and monsters, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
it's
was
like
building around different keywords. Yeah.
so. I mean, I wouldn't
And
It
have the
that's, yeah.
first clue how to do any of that stuff.
it's pretty much like Dice Masters, and with you being so familiar with Dice Masters, you could build a Dice Masters team that is, extremely broken in the sense that you could, probably get a turn 4 or 5 victory, right? Depending on your opponent.
Yeah.
Same with HeroClix. Like some of these competitive people can just they'll find just the right figures to put together and have these just incredible teams that you know will just stomp you. Um, but like Jocelyn said, we don't really build like that normally. We don't. It's not very often we try to build like a very competitive modern team. So, um, but we've got into some team building for sure. We've gone to some constructed events. It's
I
fun.
mean, if you think about it from the perspective of how you build a Dice Masters team, you have a win condition, you've got some protection, probably,
Some
right?
control.
Some control. You've got something that maybe does direct damage and something that does combat damage. You have like a mix of things. You have some variety and flexibility in your team.
Okay.
Building a HeroClix team is very much like that. You want to have some range people. You want to have some close-up people. You want to have some people with support powers like Outwit to get rid of people's powers on your other team, or Perplex to increase your attack values, or support powers like Telekinesis allow you to place your characters into position. Things like that. So it's just slightly different strategy because the abilities are different, but you're still looking for close and range versus
How do you know what a
combat and other.
so I like again as from a dice master's perspective, I know what a win con looks like, but I
Hmm.
look at
Hmm.
these characters, I'm going, I don't know. Like I know the Watcher sounds cool, but I don't think he's a win con, is he?
No, he's a support piece.
Yeah. So like, what do you look at? Like, what do you what would I look at and say, holy crap, that's gonna win me a game? Like,
Oh, power, like on the damage dial. How much damage can they do? Like what is that Superman, Rob? It's got like 6 damage on its first click or something.
Yeah,
It's 175 points or 275 points per
he's almost
character.
like a one-man army almost.
that would be cool.
So, yeah, so you look
But
at
how
things that
support?
have big damage,
Hmm.
or things that can do a lot for what they do for their point value, whether that's damage or support or both. right?
Is
Some figures can do both.
is 2 to 3, like, is this the damage potential of like this game? Is that a standard damage or this lower value? Because like, what is 2 to 3?
Slightly lower.
Okay.
It's about average though, I think, right?
Yeah.
A three is about average, maybe.
3 is about average, and then some have more.
Hmm.
And it's just the combo of powers. And until you into it, it's hard to identify. And like I said, it's something I'm still learning about.
Okay.
So mostly what I do is I pick a figure that I like, and then I try and find other figures that have this allow you to gain, which
So
gives you probability control, which is always good.
so there's a question.
And then
Oh, sorry.
yeah, and then just things that would support that particular figure.
So, question from the chat: is it mostly like Dice Masters, where you're always looking to reduce life, or are there alternate win cons, like in Crisis Protocol, like capturing items, areas, and the like?
You want to talk about mission points, Rob?
We can, but typically, like if you're just playing at like a regular store event, you're going to play 3 games against 3 opponents. Each game would be about 55 minutes, and it's whoever. So when you KO the character, you score the points of whatever the value is of that character. So whoever has the most points wins that match.
Is it like full on time limit? So when like the hour or 55 minutes ends, like it's a
Yep.
dead end, or is there like you finish your turn and
They call last action, sort of like just in Dice Masters where
okay.
they go to turns or they
Yeah.
call the last. But
You just-
also, yeah, there is an alternate win condition now, right? As
Yeah.
Jocelyn mentioned, called mission
So
Is
yeah,
it where you have
when they
16 characters on the field at one time?
not exactly. So yeah, when they call last action, literally the action that is being performed is the last thing. No one else gets any opportunity to do anything. And if you're in between, there's nothing else to be done. But mission points, there's certain characters that if they meet certain conditions in the gameplay, they gain mission points, and the player that earns 20 mission points can win the game if they do it before their opponent kills. And that's just it. It's a straight up win, and you can do that whether your opponent is playing mission points or not. Your opponent could just be playing for points, and you can still win on mission points.
There's not a whole lot of characters that have the mission point ability, and I don't think any one singular mission point character could win via mission points. But if you had a combination of a few of them, then you could probably pull it off. There has been actually someone who won in the competitive format with mission points. I don't remember what level they won at, but they did pull it off.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways to do it. It's a newer thing. They just introduced it last year.
Okay.
They've been introducing lots of new abilities lately, which I think are fun. You don't see a lot of the stuff in the miniature game, because it's an introductory game, but they have this new thing called Rally Dice. And what happens is it based on either your own attack roll, your opponent's attack roll, or anyone's attack roll. So let's say you have an X-Man. A lot of these X-Men have rallying using 5s. So if I'm playing you and you roll some 5s in your attack roll, I can stack those on my player's cards and they can get special abilities out of them.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you're basically spending. So you would have, like, let's say you have 3 action dice or 3 rally dice. You would spend one of them to use the effect that it grants you. So it's interesting.
Yeah,
That is
and there's
kinda cool.
also some that have turned like bad rolls into good ones. So there's the Scarlet Witch, right? She if you get a
Collect
1,
Yeah.
she collects 1s and she can use them to replace your attack roll.
Yeah, it'll replace one of the dice in your opponent's attack roll.
Nice.
So
So you can force your opponent to have a critical miss.
That's actually amazing.
If you need a 7 to hit and you roll a 6 and a 1, then if Scarlet Witch can see it, if she has line of fire, she can just say, well, I'm going to replace that 6 with a 1. Now it's a critical miss. Now you're taking a damage.
I like it. I dig it.
Good.
I dig it. And that's on theme, I feel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's also that Blade in the new set, War Realm,
Oh,
that just
yeah,
came
that thing's
out,
broken.
and he rallies for 6s. Opponent rolled 6s, And as long as he has a 6 on his card, you can't kill him.
That's
He
cool.
he just regenerates basically.
Yeah.
That's very
It's super annoying.
That's very themey as well.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes, there's some really cool stuff that they're doing with this kind of stuff, and I'm impressed. I know some seasoned players of Heroclix are not super into some of the new stuff, and it's not all competitive level meant to be fun and casual, but
Yeah.
I'm excited for the new thing coming up in X of Swords. They're going to have tarot cards.
Yeah, so
You
you
build
show
it.
up to the game with a deck of cards, a deck of tarot cards, and you shuffle them and you just put them on the table, and then at the beginning of the turn you just flip one over, and then whatever the card says is in effect for that turn. It's pretty interesting.
That's very cool.
Sort of randomizes the game, a little bit of chaos into the game.
I like that kind of stuff. We've actually
Yeah.
I've actually played some Dice Masters formats like that where you introduce a little chaotic element and it can just it changes the game. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Makes it fun.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for What If. This was great to get together and do this, and hopefully we can do it again, Matt. We can play another scenario or something.
Yeah. So this actually, like you said, this is not actually out yet, correct?
That's right.
Okay. But it's when is What If like the is it a mini set? Is it a full set? Like
No, it's a full set. There's the What If miniatures game, and then there's going to be a Disney Plus booster set, so the full booster set.
and when does that come out? Do you know?
I don't think there's a date yet.
I would guess.
I was gonna
They
say
just-
I feel like it's got to be soon if I've got this.
Yeah, they did the Scott Porter videos 2 weeks ago, Rob, is that right?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And I think there's going to be 56 figures in the set.
Oh, I
And
feel
then
bad. I didn't
there's,
like hold up the thing to the camera going and try to get it to focus. Isn't that the Scott Porter trick?
And there's also
I'm just-
equipment in the set too, and the boosters.
Sorry, Scott Porter.
Yeah.
I just no offense.
I think Scott Porter's in Toronto right now.
Well, if you see him, apologize for my little joke.
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet. The Wizkids solicits say May 2022 right now.
Okay, so in the next month, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but we know how solicits are until there's a date.
Is it the same for Heroclix as it is for our beloved Dice Masters?
It's not quite as delayed, but yes.
Some of the Heroclix players would make you think that it's the worst thing of all time that they had to wait in their 2 weeks or whatever.
Well,
but,
I swear to God, like I
like 2 years
see,
right
like it seems like there's a Heroclix set coming out every other week. Like it feels like to me.
Yeah, pretty much. Whereas we waited 2 years for a new set for Dice Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still got, what did we get? 5 sets last year, Rob? I think.
Oh boy, could be. I'll believe it.
Yeah, and usually they come out. I think we got 4 or 5 sets in 2021, and I think prior to that, like before Rob and I really got into it, they were coming out like 1 every other month. So you were getting 6 or maybe even 7 sets in a year, which in my opinion is too many.
Yeah, it's too
So
Well, how much is what is it called? A booster box? Like just like one
5 figures in the box.
Yeah, like one of those. Like what does that
15
cost?
bucks.
$15?
Yeah.
And that's the same as like
Yeah.
well, I guess we're at draft packs right now, so you'll get whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you go to a sealed event at a store, you buy 2 of those boosters. They're called booster packs, and you get 10 figures and you build your team for that. So it's $30 usually, or sometimes 35 if you're going to add in prize pool. There's a chat question here from KK about some surprise support. So the Galactus is pretty awesome. Rob has one of those.
Was that a prize? That wasn't a prize.
It wasn't. It was for sale.
Yeah.
But the Master Mold, which I have, was a prize. I didn't win it, but I traded for it to the guy that won it because he already had one.
Jocelyn came pretty
Just as
close
well.
though. You got pretty close in that event.
Yeah, I came in second. I went 3-0, and then the other player that went 3-0 had better.
The winner already had one, so we traded him for it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So we still have to get Master Mold out on the map. We
We
haven't
yeah,
played any games with him yet.
Yeah.
Is he as awesome as the Dice Masters Master Mold?
He's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Is he spitting
Yeah,
out
he
sentinels?
generates sentinels. Yeah.
Nice.
Spitting them out. It's insane.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, now that things are starting to open up a little bit, they're starting to get back into organized play in stores. The X of Swords kit is going to have some good organized play stuff in stores. While they were in the pandemic focus, they did these play at home kits.
I
So you
noticed
would
that
get
there
a map
was there's
and a figure.
still a play at home for What If. I think I saw that.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
had
there is.
Peter Parker or Peter.
It's a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that gets you a
yeah. So
map, that gets you a figure.
yep, a map and a figure, and it's like $10.
Okay. And what is like what is pricing like for organized play? Like I walk down to my store, I buy my 2 packs, and what am I playing for?
Yeah, they haven't had anything um, since the pandemic, but prior to that, there would be like maybe 3 or 4 figures. There'd be one for the winner and then a couple of for the runner-ups. What they're doing now a lot of the times is doing like everybody pays the extra $5 and that gets a bunch of like extra boosters so people get extra product.
Okay.
And then the other thing that's happening now is they've started to do legacy. So it's a way for them to bring older figures into the modern era. So
Oh,
for
cool.
players that have played for a long time, that's a really cool thing. So every time you purchase an entire brick, which is 10 boosters, you get 1 legacy card attached to that. And sometimes when you're at a sealed event, of course, they'll take those and they'll use those as prize.
Okay, so I mean, just check. I guess see your stores will decide what the
Yeah.
pricing is. Okay.
But I think there's better prizing when you get into this X of Swords organized play that's coming up. It's like a 3-month series. Each month there's a different prize and a different, event and all that sort of stuff. It's very similar to what happened years ago in Genesis. We're talking about.
Now, is Heroclix easy to find at stores? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't think I could tell you a store in Calgary that does Heroclix. Is this like kind of like on the Win? You got to go search the Win to see where they are, or
Easier to find than Dice Masters.
It-
But it does seem to be receding a little bit. Like there used to be more stores around us that played, but the pandemic really sort of damaged that as well, right? So, and plus a lot of people are getting more into Magic and Pokemon. So
yeah.
it's yeah, I think it's the demographics changing. There's not so many young kids into it. There's a couple, but
Yeah. Out here, there's like 2 main stores that run events on a regular basis, and they mostly draw the same crowd, just going from one store to the other. But there is a bit of flex,
So
and
it's
we're
very,
getting
very similar to Dice Masters then, like because I mean,
yeah,
we just our little groups kind of go wherever they let
yeah,
us play.
yep, for sure.
yeah. But there's another store closer to where Rob is that is starting up events soon. They just announced that out in Pickering. And then there's a
right.
place in Mississauga. There's a place in Brampton regularly. There's a place in Toronto for one game. They used to run events. They haven't run any HeroClix since the pandemic. So, but there's usually like they do Wizkids Opens, they do Nationals, they do all that sort of stuff. There's
I remember Worlds. I remember how many
Yeah.
HeroClix players were there for that. That was insane.
yeah, they were really pleased with that turnout, if I recall correctly. So
It was a good number.
it's like 130 some maybe.
It was,
And they
it
had to
was-
qualify to be there.
Oh, they couldn't just walk in like the rest of us, hey?
No, not like Dice Masters or Attack Wing. They actually had to qualify in order to play. So,
But could you could attend though and just play in like side events, right?
yeah,
like
absolutely.
field- I think you could do that. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
don't
but
think I don't. There was a lot of people there. I think that did not qualify and they just came along just for fun, right?
yeah, but there was definitely like 130 some, I think, in actual worlds.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but so yeah, it's bigger than Dice Masters, but it's certainly not the biggest game out there. But I really think WizKids is trying. They're trying to make, get it back into stores. They're doing great things like sending it to you, Matt, who don't know HeroClix.
Yeah,
Right?
like
They're
this
trying
is
to get it out to a
this is-
different
yeah.
different audience.
Yeah, and this is like I said, as someone who has never picked up a HeroClix game, I've picked up the figures before because I like what they look like. But to actually play with them, this, we played one little scenario, fairly basic, but enough that it kind of interests me. Going, okay, well now I want to play with this character and I want to see what he does. I want to get Doctor Strange on the field because he looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
He looks really cool. Just holding him, like the paint job on him is really, really good.
Yeah, they definitely have upped the. I mean, there's still always a figure here or there that's not super great. Generally, they've really upped
Well,
the.
yeah, I mean, poor Captain Carter has a little bit of the derp going for her. Not bad, but I mean, definitely
In
the eyes aren't as good as the other characters out there.
in my last case, I opened 3 separate boosters, and surprisingly, they were all female versions of the characters that were broken.
Oh no!
I had a broken Scarlet Witch, I had a broken Lady Sif, and I had a broken
Like
Lady
actually
Thor.
broken, or
Broken.
oh man, that'd be disappointing.
Yeah, the Lady Sif and the Scarlet Witch were common, so that was no big deal because I had like a dozen of them.
Yeah.
But the rare was a bit of a sad thing. But I'll get the crazy glue out and sort her out.
Well, I was gonna say.
And then I also got a super rare that was missing an arm.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Wasn't even in the box, was it?
wasn't even in the box. Yep, my Crusader was missing an arm. She didn't have her shield.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's fine. I can still play her. I can glue the other one together. It's fine.
And
I'm not going to go to an event.
I've got an intact one that you can use anytime anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it happens, right? They're fragile.
Yeah, I'll be honest, pulling them out of their plastic there, I was a little nervous a couple times with how much pressure it took to take them out.
Yeah, they're fine usually as long as you're working with the base, right? Just don't try and yank them from the top,
Got it. I'm not going to keep you much longer because I know it's way past your bedtime, and I really appreciate that you came to hang out for this. And I definitely would like to try a little more and see what scenario 2 brings. But yeah, like I said, as a beginner, I think this is an excellent product. I've got nothing bad to say except for Party Thor having no picture on his card. That really bothers me.
And we don't know who Gamora is the daughter of.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we might have to talk to Maury or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff about bolts, right? There was a couple of characters that had
that's
single
right.
bolts.
You said there was the bolts were off on the cards and the
and there
dials.
Was a cost printed price wrong on one of them, right?
So in cases like that, like you roll up to it, okay, I'm going to roll up with my Marvel What If Miniatures game to a competitive tournament, and get smoked or laughed at. But what's what rules? Is it the dial? Is it the card?
I don't know. There is a base rule for that, but I don't want to quote it because I can't remember.
I'm trying to
Do you
find out
remember, Rob?
which is
These
the one.
Figures, there will be an errata issued for these figures before, probably at some point.
Oh, there it is, Killmonger. Okay.
But I mean, I don't know if there was any kind of discrepancy that wasn't covered by an errata. I don't know. I guess the tournament organizer would just make a call on that one.
Okay, so I roll up with Killmonger, and is he a 60-point figure or a 30-point figure?
Yeah,
and he's 60 on his lower.
Because there's so much in this set that supports his point value that says he's supposed to be a 30 and a 40. Then that one's a bit of a no-brainer. But yeah, anything else would probably get an errata before it sees competitive play.
And that's pretty common with HeroClix. Like the erratas come out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they do the same thing they do with Dice Masters, where they make something and like, oops.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Some sets are better than others. The Wonder Woman set had a ton of erratas. Yeah. Other sets have had fewer. Sometimes it's just correcting the language. And then sometimes they don't errata stuff that, like, even seasoned HeroClix players are like, this stuff needs an errata, but they're not doing anything about it, and they get kind of angry.
Oh, so it's exactly like Dice Masters.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's not because something's like too powerful or anything like that. Usually the powerful stuff usually gets taken care of. It's usually because something's been worded in such a way that it shouldn't actually. Like, you can understand the intent
Yeah.
of how it works, but the intent is not how it's written. So there's an example in the Fantastic Four Future Foundation set. There's these thing robots,
Mm-hmm.
and there's characters in the set that are called sidekicks. So like Valeria and Franklin and all the kids from the Future Foundation have the sidekick power.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they have remote-controlled sidekicks, and they can use the thing robots and make the thing robot make an attack, and the thing robot doesn't have to take an action token for it. But the way the power is worded, it doesn't actually work. It just doesn't make sense. Like, everyone understands how it's supposed to work,
Yes. Yeah.
so they're playing it that way, but they haven't bothered to touch that because it's really not any type of, I think, competitive free.
Okay.
People aren't going to rock up with a team of thing robots and sidekicks and expect to win.
I would, just to prove a point.
I mean, they're fun. I love doing it. It's very thematic with the book. There's a whole issue of the Fantastic Four Future Foundation where the kids are playing a video game, moving around robots. So awesome.
Yeah. I think that's gonna wrap it up then. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming out and giving me the walkthrough. I don't know that I'm ready to figure it out, but I think it's one of those games you do just got to jump in, right? Like,
Yeah,
and learn from your mistakes, like exactly like Dice Masters.
just got to get in
Yep.
and play it, and you'll learn it as you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Because yeah, there's definitely things I probably wouldn't have done that you recommended I do,
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm like, no, I just want to punch you. Like that's that's all I want to do.
Yeah, and there's a time and a place for that. We've all been there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm glad that you had a good time. Really appreciate you having us, and we look forward to setting this up again and doing scenario number 2 at some point where I will continue to destroy you.
What if you get stuck with me for scenario 2? That might change things.
Oh no, that's okay. I'll still destroy you. No, we want to see you. We want to see you win, Matt.
Like I said, I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to enjoy the time as that we're playing. That's the goal.
As excited as I was that I won, I was kind of sad that you didn't. So.
Oh, like I said, I don't care. I didn't like feel salty. Like it was like, well, I was sad Thor died first. I kind of wanted Party Thor to be the star, not the giant robot.
One day.
One day, yes. And one day we'll get
One
Doctor
day.
Strange and the Watcher on and let them kind of duke it out. Yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, great product. Highly recommend it for someone who's just wanting to dabble in Heroclix. I'm sure you could do little constructed scenarios if you wanted to. Otherwise, yeah, it kind of guides you. It tells you exactly which characters you're going to be playing, what dial to set them at.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, everything you need to play is in the box, except the poker chips. But that go to your
They have
dollars.
those little action token things that you can use that are in the box. So
You can, but then you don't look cool. You don't get to like
that's right.
clear your guy and chuck
You don't
the.
get the street cred.
That's right. That's right. You need the tokens. You need to get some official Dice Station Zeebra poker chips made up.
Yeah, we do. We should do that.
You totally should do that. Be actually usable.
I know the guys at Dial H do it, so we should think about doing something like that.
Yeah. Dial H.
Like I said, I think
I'm your sexy ranch hand.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds like interesting.
What's the other thing they sing? Party, howdy, let's get rowdy.
There you go.
It's just the guy that is
They
one
have
of the podcasters there, the podcast Dial H for Heroclix, and
Oh,
and,
okay.
He's a farmer. He says, "I'm your sexy ranch hand, Calder."
Cool.
So
I'm
Anyway.
going to hit the credits here. Do you guys have anything you want to pimp out on the stream for those who are still awake with us?
Well, you can always find our Heroclix games over on YouTube at Dice Station Zebra. It's YouTube. I think it's / Dice Station Zebra.
yep.
Is it? Do you guys do any live streaming of the Heroclix?
We do on Twitch.
Okay.
Yep. Over on our channel there, Dice Station Zebra.
And you have
Which-
much better camera setups than I do. And
Oh, I don't know if it's much better.
it's
but,
professional quality and
we try our best, but really it's just an overhead camera and then a close-up camera, and that's it. We just roll with it.
And those maps are friggin' big. Like I look at this table and
Yeah.
I don't know if this table is actually big enough for a full Heroclix map.
It is
We built
difficult.
it. We built a
inside
table.
Did you?
we built
Yeah.
it. We have a standing table that we can, sorry, you know, and we have what do you call them? Bar height chairs.
Nice.
So
Yeah, because
sit,
I'm looking
stand.
at well, let me look at one of the later scenarios, and I don't think I can actually play it. Yeah, 6 tiles. That's
Right.
It'll be 3x4.
it's 2x3. It's
2x3. That's what I said, right? 2x3.
Sure. That's exactly what I heard. Nobody checked the tape. That's exactly what she said.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at that going, my God, that's the whole table. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So then you can also find both of us on Twitter and Instagram, and somewhere else. Is there something else, Rob, that we usually plug?
Facebook.
Oh yeah, Facebook.
and all of it's Dice Station Zebra.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure if you just do a search, you'll find it, and we'll be there.
Okay. And is this a podcast? Is this a podcast week for Double Double and Dice?
It is not a podcast week for a Double Double and Dice. So podcast will be coming out for a Double Double and Dice for your Dice Masters podcast a week from Monday. Whatever that is going to be, April 18th, I think. Be the next podcast for Double Double and Dice. We don't have a MySpace. No MySpace. We do have an email address. Email it, podcast, me, at dicestationsebra@gmail.com. You can also send an email to Triple D Podcast at dm-north.com. Those are also places you can email. Yeah. No TikTok yet either.
No, I signed up for TikTok, but then I'm like, nope. We're not doing that.
I can barely look at the socials I have, let alone sign up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't even look at Instagram anymore. It's like, I don't like it. I hate it. I stick to Twitter like an old man.
Somebody gave me a direct message on Instagram like months ago, and I just found it, and I was like, oh no. I was like apologizing, like, sorry, I didn't see this.
Oh, I know. I've had that before too. I'm going, I don't even know how to check these.
Yeah. I was like, what is this red dot? And I clicked it. Oh, from 3 months ago.
Oops.
A little late on that one, but that's all right.
Again, I think that'll wrap things up. Thank you again for teaching me the game. One of these days, I'll actually learn what all this stuff does, so I can maybe do it on my own. Thank you, anyone who did stick around. I see Ronathan pop his head back in, and I think that'll do it. So TikTok is where it's at. Let's hit the credits, and I'll see if I can find someone to raid while we're doing that. Good night, everybody.